Take you through some targets fired and groups measured between a baseline just assembled Unrivaled 16.69 inch 223 Wildy AR barrel. And we're going to look at improvements after we've lapped the receiver. So this is this ammunition, that lot number, that's just torqued to 80 foot-pounds on the barrel nut. So 30 round group with PMC bronze 55 grain. This is not match grade ammo, and this is a really bad lot of this ammo. I've had it shoot much better in the past, but here's what we got. Extreme spread, or the total size of the group, is 4.48 inches. Mean radius, or the average distance to center of the group, is 1.08 inches. Our threshold for improvement to know if we've actually made a difference, because a 30 round group is pretty static compared to a 3 or a 5 shot group. It's not going to go up or down as much, but we're still talking between 15 and 20%. And that's just taking those numbers from the Hornady podcast and their Hornady's robust testing that they've done on group sizes and figuring out exactly what you get. So we have 15% to 20% variability. We set it at 15%. That means this group needs to be at least 3.8 inches extreme spread or better to say that we've made a difference. Lapping the receiver and reassembling with 80 foot-pounds of torque. Point of impact shift, of course, but also our extreme spread is 4.62, our mean radius is 1.11. So it got a little bit worse. Look, there's no such thing as a turd polishing barrel. This ammo just sucks. Nothing to it. So I would suspect that maybe we're making a difference with lapping the receiver, but the ammo is so inaccurate that it doesn't even matter. And that should be a lesson. It doesn't really matter how good the gun is when the ammo really sucks. This is what you're gonna run into. Now let's move into some better ammo, and this is my preferred hand load. This is a 69 grain Sierra Match King loaded with N133. Again, baseline, just assembling the gun, no lapping. Extreme spread group, 1.95, which is really good. Mean radius of 0.49, or just under half an inch. To say that we made any improvement, minimum of 15%, we need to be under a 1.65 inch extreme spread group. And we are at 1.39 inches extreme spread with a 0.33 inch mean radius. So lapping the receiver seems to have helped. We've busted past the variability of a 30 shot group. So that tells me that, yeah, with good ammo where you can actually see the difference in the receiver and configuration, well, there's a difference. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and move on. And this is where it gets a little bit weird. This is with Black Hills 77 grain open tip match 5.56. So it's high pressure. This is the A configuration, so just torque. And our extreme spread group is 2.36 inches, mean radius 0.59. So in order to say that we made a difference, we want to be around 2 inches extreme spread or better. Now, here is our group. You'll see two sets of numbers. I generally hate excluding a flyer because generally flyers aren't real. It's just part of the rifle's total cone of fire or measured of precision. However, I have had this happen with this ammunition of different lots before where 1 round out of 100 is just not with the program. And you get a flyer, truly, that is not with the rest of them. So I fired 31 rounds here because I saw this as shot number 3. Shooting at 32 power, nothing was broken outside of the X in the X ring here. So I have a measurement without the flyer. If I drop that round and fire another one to make up for it. So this is still 30 rounds. We're at a 2.06 inch extreme spread. So basically we're at our threshold for improvement. If I leave the flyer in there, it is worse. So that's what we're looking at. The next step is to bed the barrel extension to the receiver with some green Loctite, and we'll see if that makes a difference as well. The theory is that a stronger connection between the barrel extension and the receiver will help tighten all of this up, and that will especially help when we're shooting higher pressure ammo like the Black Hills 77 grain 5.56, which is going like 2750 feet per second. That's the commercial nomenclature for Mark 262, which is like the hottest commercial 5.56 in conventional brass cases that you can buy. So it's been a fun experiment, and I look forward to keeping it up.